Not having anything to do with that snow, are you? What do you think? That's it. That's it. You still mad? You ready for this? I don't think you're ready for this. Morning, guys. Yeah, a beautiful Sunday morning, snowy. This is officially our first snowfall of the year, and I'm dying to see how our golden girls are appreciating the very first snow they've ever seen in their entire life. Should be maybe a little humorous. Morning, Big Mama. Not having anything to do with that snow, are you? You are snug as bugs. Well, good morning, sunshine. What do you think? Hi, girl. Think you'll survive out here? Glad you got your wool coat, I'd say. So I am on chore duty today, which is probably a good thing. I'm gonna make sure just stuff's closed up a little bit in case it does decide to get a little colder. Right now, I think in the next 14 days, it's not supposed to get too cold, but Mark was saying something about a -5 in the forecast, so I'm like, I better at least take stock of what needs done before we get real busy here, because this week we need to wean. I probably should start thinking about cleaning that barn up across the road and start prepping for lambs, because we're down to, I think we're 2 days shy of 2 weeks before babies are due to hit the ground, so, hey? Good girl, you're so brave. Not you today? You're usually the first one out. Just not sure what to think about this white stuff. While I'm thinking about it, I think I talked to you guys a few weeks ago, or maybe last week, when I opened this corn silage bag, that we had kind of a temporary feed ration until I could see how much spoilage there would be. We have too much spoilage. I asked Jamie to redo the rations to include a little more corn silage, because I said we're throwing out too much and we just opened the bag. So he went ahead and did that and sent me those rations yesterday, so I'm gonna plug them into Excel here. So I have my feed sheets all done on Excel. So when I make a change, it's very easy. I just plug in the different numbers and it just automatically populates the cells. So I'm gonna do that right now, and then I'm gonna start feeding these guys. One more thing, about 2 weeks before these lambs drop, I put the ewes on a close-up ration. So we make the ration dense. So basically what we what we want to happen is we want that ewe to get as much nutrition in every bite as possible. We don't want to, sometimes like on the dry ration, you kind of want to bulk up the feed because you're not giving them a lot of feed. So you want, like, you could add straw to it, like a lot of fiber. Whereas as they're getting ready to have their babies, when we deal with pregnancy toxemia and all these things, if they're having, especially if they're having multiples, you want her to get every last bit of nutrition that the feed nutritionist wants them to get. So we've been doing this for a good strong 2 years now. We get a pellet ordered in, and it's got some added glycol in it as well. So when you see me kind of, when a ewe goes down with pregnancy toxemia, like the first thing I give them is extra glycol, so sugar. So we add that right into the pellet, and the pellet also has their vitamins and minerals, so I don't have to add the vitamin pack that we add to the other rations, so we save a little bit of money on that side, but it is an added expense. So the problem is when you still get a few ewes with preg tugs, you're like, is it working? My thought process is, I think it is. I'm wondering if we would have had a lot more if we aren't feeding this.
You guys are so big!
Whoa. Whoa, did we get snowed on yesterday? It snowed all day, which is, I guess, seasonal for us. Like, we are in the snow belt. We're not far off Lake Huron. We get streamers off the lake, and we definitely had that all day yesterday. There was times you looked outside and you're like, looks like the middle of February. Unfortunately, it is snowing, it is cold, and we've got a ton of sheep jobs that didn't get done when we were in the field. So I think today, I've already texted Carissa. She's actually on morning chore duty at the dairy farm this week, so she's going to be tired, and I've already pre-warned her that I think today we're going to wean. So I'm going to take a few minutes this morning and tear everything down and get that pen completely clear of any obstacles so we can just move out those lambs and the mamas and sort, and then take the lambs over across the road. Okay. It's right here. If we get that single file, we'd be good. Follow the leader. That's it. I like it when they just do it themselves. Yeah, you push them. You've trained your bottle babies well. They're aggressive. Get out of my way. I need to eat. That's it. That's it. She's your best friend. Spoiled, rotten tomatoes. I brought some bales over to this barn. We were out of hay and I needed a little more straw. So I got her loaded up for the week. That should last a week. And yeah, here's the weaner lambs. Good thing about having about half as many ewes is we have half as many lambs, which means they can fit nicely on one side. Like, they have a lot of room. The other side, I think I talked about this in a couple videos, but the ewe lambs here, they have a ton of room as well. So what's probably gonna happen here is they'll get 3/4 of this pen, and then if it gets really, really cold outside, we run into water issues, I'll bring the golden girls and they can go kind of behind that feeder. That's about 1/4 of a pen back there. And that'll be lots of room. And then they have water for sure. The lambs are loud. I'm not sure which side is louder because these guys get paled grain every day and they're super loud. So whenever they see me, they just want to get fed even though they've already been fed. But you guys look great. Wow, some of these are big.
Look at you. You're so fuzzy. You're like a bear.
You guys are half grown already. You got that figured out?
So lovely. Hi.
Girl. Say hi, Santa first. Actually, you're the second, I think. Woo! Sorry. Happy babies. Aww. No, you didn't give birth yet. No. No. You okay? Bingo. This is like the greatest ending.
You did good. Gorgeous.
You still mad? Are you still mad? Aw, I'm sorry. Morning, guys. Yeah, I'm just saying hello to these mamas who are maybe a little sad yet this morning. They're loud. Are you hungry or are you missing babies? It could be either. But before we feed today, I am going to move some sheep around because this needs clean. Tomorrow we attempt that side, but today we just do this side. I can only do one a day. This telehandler, my seat is pretty much gone on it. I ordered a new one yesterday, but yeah, just there's not a lot of padding. And I think the last time I had a pretty bad sciatic problem, I think I figured out is because of that lack of padding in the seat. So we're gonna just take it easy. Carissa's here for the morning after she's done choring, so she can help kind of clean up the sides as I go. And then we should be done in decent time this morning. And then if she doesn't have time to feed before she has to go back, then I'll just feed when she leaves or right after lunch. Clean out is done, and I really wish I could have cleaned this side out today too, because it's wet enough that I had to bed it. And we're literally cleaning it tomorrow, so it's kind of a waste, but I figure most of that bedding will be pretty packed down by tomorrow morning. And it's cold enough, I don't want them to catch a chill, or like, I hate a wet pack. We were just kind of trying to hold out for a clean out, but today I'm like, no, we can't hold out another day. A few questions I get asked on clean out day is, you know, why am I not throwing lime down on the ground anymore? I did it last year, I think it was my winter clean out last year. I tried to use it and it was fine. I don't think it made that big of a difference. Like, it was still wet when I went to clean it out in like 3 months later, which leads me into my next usually asked question, like, how often do I clean this barn? This pen here that always gets lambs, this one that's closest to everything here, this pen always gets cleaned out before every lambing, which is every 3 months. So this gets done all the time. It also is the one that usually accumulates more manure just because we're bedding it a lot more, like every day. This second pen, however, we missed a clean out. It usually always gets done at the same time as this one. But we didn't need it for that September group because it was so small it could all fit in this pen here. So it hasn't been done. I don't think this pen has been done since like early June. So you can tell the difference in thickness, and that's why they look a bit higher. I should have probably done it when the guys were here spreading manure. I wish, looking back, I wish we did it, but I think we were busy to get this done. Or I was thinking, I'm a month away from cleaning it out anyway, I'll just clean it out when I gotta clean this side out. But looking back, I wish I had done it then and I would have just done it again and it would have been just a small little clean out. But anyway, I didn't. And then the other two, you guys saw me a couple weeks ago, well, it's probably a month ago now, clean out that side. It doesn't accumulate quite as quick. I mean, the ram pen does because we bed them a lot too. But for the most part, this side can get done about twice a year. 2 to 3 times, but usually about twice. I think that's the typical questions that I get asked here on the farm during clean out. I wanted you to hear the difference between the ones that are just hungry and the ones that are missing mom. I think the ones that are hungry are louder and there's less of them. How are you guys doing today? They look good. Caught them in the act. They actually found the water bowls, which is great. First day. Second day. First day, 24 hours. It only takes a few and then the rest figure it out.